My first guest tonight, obviously we have a talk show environment here. I'm not Jimmy Fallon, and I'm not Johnny Carson, but I'm going to try my best, all right? And we've been doing this for about 3.5 years, this particular format. And I got to tell you, once you kind of get past the fact that it's different than the traditional speaker and so on and so forth, I think you're going to enjoy it. I hope you do, because the people in your community have so much to say. I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you've been around somebody and you feel like they have something to share with you, but you don't get the information from them because you don't know how to ask the right questions. You're not giving them an opportunity to come out and really share what they truly know, what their true insight is. And that's what we're going to try to get to tonight. We're going to compress it down to a short interview. And so my first guest tonight, perfect guy to lead off with. He's enjoyed tremendous success. And he's in the retail industry. I got to tell you, there's not a lot of retail successes out there today, as we probably all know. Amazon is chewing up retailers, and Target would be the most recent example. They're really having difficulties. Of course, JCPenney's and Sears, all of them struggling. In the midst of all of this, we're now going to talk to a retailer who's succeeding. And he has a clear-cut brand. He's got an attitude. He's got an expansion plan. And by the way, the first syllable in his name, I have to tell you, is so significant. First syllable in his name is why, right? And if you're watching business as it evolves today, the ability to answer the question why do you exist? Why do you, are you in business, etc. And the ability to answer that question succinctly is so important. It's being talked about on YouTube and many other places. So this gentleman right here, his name is Troy Wyrick. He's got a concept, as we probably all know by now, called Renegade Western Wear and Workwear. Please welcome Mr. Troy Wyrick, everybody. There he is. There he is. You made it up here.
I did. I made it.
You're wondering, where in the world is Hinderlocker going with this introduction? I don't know if you're ready. Am I there or what? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks.
Good. And congratulations on the success of your operation.
It's been a lot of fun, and we've seen a lot of growth over the last 5 years. So we appreciate that.
Well, congratulations on that. Like I said, the retail industry is struggling, and for you to be seeing growth, that's a counter trend. So we're excited to talk to you. Okay. All right. Now, right off the bat, I have to tell you, I love the brand name Renegade. All right. I mean, this event has a renegade quality to it, and your operation has a renegade quality to it. Now, you're expanding. You doubled your business, right?
We've doubled the square footage. Yes.
Anybody in this room particularly know anybody that's doubled their capacity in the last, 3 to 5 years?
Well, we did it a year ago, but we've only been around 5 years. So.
Yes, exactly. So that's exceptional, no doubt about that. So now you're thinking about the future, right?
We are.
You kind of have a sense. Tell us, how does somebody like yourself responsibly envision an expansive future? How do you go? What's the process you go through?
We want to make sure Renegade retains an identity. I mean, Renegade's a lot cooler than I am personally. I mean, as a company, we've kind of built
a modest statement.
We built a kind of its own. It's kind of become its own creature.
Well, that sounds like a great brand to me, by the way. But continue on.
And so, with that being said, I mean, I guess we want to be a little more like Cabela's and a little less like Target. What I mean by that is, if you go into all Targets, they're all pretty much the same. They're all, what to expect.
Sure.
If you're going wherever you're going, if you're into hunting and fishing, I mean, and there's a Cabela's anywhere near you, it's a must stop.
It's a destination.
Yeah, so I mean, we want to, I mean, there's some similarities we want as we would expand through other communities.
Because you're selling the Western experience, the Western attitude, the Western life, and the workwear experience, right?
Yep. Huh? The decor package, similar, but different. I want its own unique identity. We didn't build Renegade, put the products in and expect people to come. We spend a lot of time researching what they want and evaluating what their purchases are, and then we isolate our product towards what they're buying. I mean, they're telling us every day with their wallets what they want. Sure,
absolutely. That's classic retailing and good for you. And how do you get the feedback? Do you do attitudinal things, or is it quantitative surveys, or how do you think, how are you so confident that you know what people want from you, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Kind of all of the above. I mean, we sent out questionnaires before we did our expansion, before we even announced we were going to double our square footage. We have a rewards club with 8,000 members of it, of people that shop with us.
Okay.
We mailed out 8,000 flyers, postage paid flyers to tell us what you want more of, what you want less of.
Good for you. Okay, so you're investing.
Like.
I mean, you're putting some time and money
Sure.
into getting that feedback as you go forward. What's your next stop? I mean, I know you're going to look at another facility somewhere in some market. Can you share that, or?
Well, honestly, I mean, I think that we would look at several different options.
In the Midwest, most of them?
Yeah, mostly in the Midwest.
Sure,
It'd be within
sure.
probably a couple hours of here. I don't know that I would do it. We're not married to one idea at this point. I mean, we're looking at kind of opportunity. The big thing is the landscape may change between now and the time we move forward, the competition and community and whatever.
Sure.
So we're kind of looking for the best deals.
You have an interesting thing strategically, and we'll begin to wrap this up because I want to talk about your personal philosophy about success. We've got so many other people here, but you have two customers. You have the Western wear, which is kind of a trendy and fashion-driven in many ways, although you have the old school classic cowboys that want their Wranglers and their boots, and they don't want to deviate, right?
Right.
So how do you dance between those two customers?
The most important thing we have to do is we have to stay true to our core customers and still bring in all of the fashion type, the people that are more interested in the fashion stuff. And that's a touchy balance, and I mean, it's a changing battlefield all the time too.
Sure.
So we can't become. We're more of a Western themed store. I mean, we don't sell saddles and tack and things like that. It's not what we do best. We do what we do best, and what we do best is the apparel and footwear, home decor, stuff like that. But the big thing is we don't want to become so real that we alienate our fashion customers, or so fashion that we alienate our core customers.
That's going to be a very interesting dance to watch how you execute that. Because I'm sure if we had more time, we could get into the details of certain elements that appeal to one but not the other and so on. Well, listen, I want to back up for 1 second. You've been very forthcoming about your business strategy, and we're excited for your success. We're going to follow you. What about you personally, and what's the driving philosophy insofar as success? I know you're very oriented towards your staff and the support that they give and loyalty and so on. You want to share anything with us insofar as for people who want to succeed in retail in some of these rural markets and so on?
Yeah, I think you just got to focus on the little things. In my opinion, sometimes we get so fixated on the big picture that we forget the small details that separate, in my opinion, good from great. And so we watch both the small things and the big things. The staff, for the most part, believes in it. I mean, if they don't, they got to buy into the overall vision and understand that. I mean, that the customer truly is why I didn't build anything. My staff didn't really build anything.
But the execution of the
it.
details and following through with all the minor stuff that actually comes together and comprises the brand appeal.
Right. It's all the small details. It's everything. Again, difference between good and great is in the small details.
All right. So. Well, Troy Ryrick with Renegade Western Wear and Workwear. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
How about it for Troy?
Thanks, guys.
Awesome job. And not an easy thing to do the first time we're up here. Thank you, Troy Wyrick.